What's going on, my dogs? It's Trent, aka TradeMark here, and let's talk about the basics of leveling in Black Ops 2. Now, in Black Ops 2, there are 10 prestiges with 55 levels in each prestige. Counting your first 55 levels of non-prestige, that is 605 levels you need to get through in order to reach Prestige Master. Now, each prestige requires 1,249,100 experience to complete, and the halfway through point through a prestige, experience-wise, is roughly around level 41. You can see that experience does scale up since the last 15 or so levels in each prestige are roughly the same experience required as your first 40 levels. One thing that I dislike about Black Ops 2 that's so much different than the previous Call of Duties is that it's a lot more difficult to track your leveling speed in-game than it has been in the past. The After Action report does a poor job of telling you exactly how much XP you've earned each game, and then the plus XP in-game pop-ups, they've been replaced by plus score pop-ups instead. So, during Double Experience Weekend, this Nuketown Double XP thing that they did for launch weekend, no one really knew if they were getting double XP or not. You just kind of had to watch your After Action report and realize that you're getting a lot more experience and you're leveling faster than you had been prior. So, but the number one question I got when I reached Prestige Master first in the world was, how do you level up so fast? And unfortunately, there's no simple one-size-fits-all answer to that question. But if I had to summarize all of the information I used to level up quickly into one simple statement, it would be this. In order to level up fast, you need to maximize your score per minute alongside of your experience earned per action. In other words, you want to maintain a high score per minute while effectively completing challenges and earning as many medals as you can. Now again, that's a pretty broad statement, and it's an extremely oversimplified statement that encompasses a lot of strategies into one. But because a lot of you are probably too ADD to ever read this guide in its entirety or to watch all of the videos that I'm going to post about leveling, I'm going to give you 5 master leveling tips that you can follow that roughly summarize everything that I will talk about in this guide. Number 5. Forget about your KD ratio and focus on your score per minute. Your kill-death ratio doesn't really tell you anything when it comes to leveling. There might be people with a 5 KD who level slower than someone with a 0.5 KD. It doesn't really tell you squat. Okay? Focus on your score per minute. Your score per minute is an actual determining factor that tells you how much score or roughly how much XP you're earning every minute. Now, there's a lot of challenges and medals that don't relate to your score per minute, so it's not purely your score per minute that matters, but having a high score per minute will mean that you're leveling faster than someone that has a low score per minute. On the leaderboards, when I reached 1st to 10th Prestige, if I hadn't played the party games which dramatically lower your score per minute, I would have had over a 600 score per minute, almost probably a 700 score per minute in the game. And so your score per minute is telling you a lot as far as how many things you are doing to earn you experience per minute in the game. Number 4, you need to be aware of which XP medals you can easily earn each match. Now, at the end of each game, you have like a little medal summary that tells you all of the medals that you earn in game. Depending on the game types that you play, you want to learn the easiest medals that you can earn each game and then work towards those, or just kind of be aware of them. For example, on Hardpoint, one of the easiest XP medals that you can get is Hardpoint Secured and Forward Position. Those two medals together earn you at least 100 XP, probably closer to 200 XP each time you get them, and all that's necessary in order to get them is to know the rotation of the hardpoints and be on the next hardpoint when it comes up. It's a really simple way to earn that extra little XP there, and you want to do that for all the game types that you play. So I will do an entire section that talks about medals, but for now, just watch at the end of your at your after action report. Just look at your medals and see if you can find any that are pretty easy to earn each game, and then work on earning those each game. Just kind of put it in the back of your mind and remember to get those. Number 3, you want to use a wide variety of weapons, perks, equipment, and score streaks while leveling up. Now, one thing that is very different about Black Ops 2 compared to previous Call of Duties is that your challenges don't reset each time you prestige. In fact, your challenges are always the same. There's always the same set of challenges, and your progress is saved throughout, the entire time. And this is both good and bad. It's good in that you can constantly keep track of your challenges. You can always be working towards them even after you prestige. It's bad because in past Call of Duties you could take advantage of that reset and earn the same challenges over and over. But the reason why I say use a wide variety of weapons, perks, equipments, and score streaks is that you can only earn those challenges once. So you want to work towards a set of challenges and complete them, and then move on to a different setup and work towards challenges using some other type of setup. Number 2, you need to effectively complete multiple challenges at the same time by creating complementary loadouts. Now, this is similar to using a wide variety of items in the game, except for this is actually specifically creating classes that help you work to multiple challenges at the same time. For example, if you are working on let's say you're working on the Stinger challenge for shooting down enemy score streaks or enemy whatever. At the same time, you could also be working on the Engineer challenge, and a few other challenges that actually relate to destroying enemy score streaks. You could have PDAs, you could have Black Hat PDAs and be hacking enemy equipment. There's a lot of things that you can be working at the same time if you create a class that specifically is catered to completing multiple challenges at the same time. And I'll do an entire section about different custom class loadouts that I used. But for now, as you're creating your class, look for challenges that you can complete at the same time according to what class setup you're using. Now finally, the number 1 master tip which I can give you in order to level up quickly is to play the objective and win. Now that's kind of 2 tips merged into one, but I say play the objective because there's never been a Call of Duty that rewards objective players as much as Black Ops 2. If you are near the objective, if you are in the heat of the battle, you are going to be gaining a lot of points. And so that is why I use tactical insertions in almost every single one of my setups, because I like to specify where my spawn is going to be. I always like to spawn right near the objective so that I can continually get a lot of points very quickly. Now, the other thing about winning does give you an advantage over losing. When you win, you get a slightly higher match bonus at the end of the game. Also, plus it makes your EP-ness bigger, so it's good to have, a good win-loss ratio. No, but seriously, winning does give you an advantage as far as match bonus goes, and so you want to try and win as much as possible, and you always want to be playing that objective. You want to be right in the thick of thin of things. And so that is my top suggestion. Always be pushing the objective. Always be playing that objective. Always be right in the heat of the battle, because that's where you're going to earn a lot of XP. That's where you're going to earn a lot of medals. That's where you're going to get a high score per minute, is by staying right near that objective. So anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed my my simplified version, or my 5 master tips for leveling up quickly. I'm going to be releasing a lot of videos here in the coming weeks on how to level up quickly. I will try and get some videos completed tonight so that I can schedule them for this weekend. Because it is Thanksgiving weekend, I won't have time to actually create videos, but hopefully I can get a few scheduled for you guys. And then I plan on having the text version of my guide up, and I'm going to be creating the guidance section. So this is the first section that I'm completing with the basics and the summary, and then I'll break down each individual section in much greater detail and post it on my website at gamingupgrade.com. So I hope that the guide helps you all. Malo Alpito, I'm out of here.
Hard point identified. Hostile UAV above. Orbital VSAT on standby. Time's almost up.
Established in the overhead, ready for tasking.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
Good kill.
Friendly orbital VSAT online.
Insertion point on my mark. That's a kill.
UAV on standby.
No, trademark, no! Damn it.
Solid execution. Good job.
Holy shit, 10,000 points?
Shot out.
Look at us rolling with our 3,000.
Can't confirm.
Damn.